Hello. I hope everybody's having a great start to their day. Just wait a few seconds, see if anybody's actually jumping on. This is like my favorite part of the lives, where we stand here awkwardly waiting for people to hop on. Today we are going to be doing a flow, fairly gentle flow, but it's a full body stretch. So give me a wave when you are on, and we are going to get right into it. If you have a mat, you can have a mat, but you don't even need that mat. We will go onto our knee. So if you do have a sensitive knee, sometimes it's nice to have a little padding with that. But anyways, I hope everybody can hear me. I would appreciate if someone could give me like a thumbs up or something, just to know that sound quality is all right, because that's been an issue the past few weeks. Before I walk away from my phone, I'd appreciate that. Anybody? Perfect. Thank you so much. So let's come on to our mats, or find a place where your feet are about hip distance apart. You can look down at your toes and just wiggle them around, softly rock around so that you feel your feet solid underneath you. If you're comfortable, close your eyes completely. If not, just take a soft gaze. We'll take a few grounding breaths. It could be nice to place your hands on your chest, or one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Checking in, feeling how the breath is flowing in your body today. One more deep breath into the belly, and slowly releasing it out. We'll softly blink our eyes open if they are closed. And on your inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. First, take your hands, interlace the fingers, stretch them up towards the ceiling, and just do like a little wiggle jiggle. See how the side bodies are feeling. Now release one arm down, doesn't matter which arm because we will do both sides. Shift your hips the opposite way, and instead of reaching over to the side, think of reaching all the way up to the ceiling, long neck, gaze up if that feels comfortable for you, but you can also gaze down or forward. Keep the rib cage knitting in and try to start to open up into the side body. Reach down the leg and up towards the ceiling. On your next inhale, let's come all the way up. Both arms reach up. Exhale, opposite arm comes down. Shift your hips the other way. And let's reach up, lengthen through the side of the body. Try to relax through the shoulders and the neck, but do allow the shoulder to lift up so that you can get more of a stretch laterally here. Inhale, come all the way up. On your exhale, let's fold down. Softly bend those knees. And just take a moment here in this forward fold. You can bend the knees a lot, as much as you need. Sway side to side. Even hold onto opposite elbows. Just checking in here with the back body. On your next inhale, take those hands up onto your shins, lengthen the spine, and come into a flat back. Pull the rib cage in, sits bones drive away from you, crown of the head away from you, and exhale, fold. On the next few rounds of breath, tuck your chin and round your spine. Come all the way up to stand. And reach your arms up overhead, big long stretch, gaze up, exhale, hands towards your heart center and all the way down through. Let's take the left foot and step back and take the feet nice and wide, almost like as wide as your hands if you were to reach them out. Hands come to the waist. On your inhale, get as tall as you can. As we exhale, hinge from the hips, leaning forward, leaning with the sternum. Bend your knees if you feel like you need to. And you can either rest your hands on your thighs or on your shins, or you can take your hands down towards the floor. Wherever you are, try to let go through the back of the neck so that you can feel the stretch through the entire back body. And if it feels good, you can see for me, I just crave like swaying my hips side to side, getting a little extra stretch. You can do that, or you can stay still, whatever works for you. On your inhale, come up halfway or length of the spine. Hands can still be on your thighs if you need them to. Start to turn your right toes towards the top of your mat and walk your hands pivoting on the back foot. Place the back knee down towards the floor. You can always widen your stance here if it feels a little bit narrow to you. Drive down through the feet and walk your hands up to the front thigh. Once we get here, let's engage by thinking about squeezing everything towards the midline. So from the sides, we're pulling everything in, our thighs, and from the front and back, we're trying to drag everything towards the center. As soon as you do that, you'll probably feel a decent stretch here in that back hip flexor. Drive the feet down to stay light on the back knee, and now push your hands into your thigh to help really lift through the chest. You can lean into it as much as you like, as long as we're not dumping into the low back. Another breath here. On our exhale, we're coming into Ardha Hanumanasana. You can scooch that back foot or back knee backwards. Start to straighten the front leg. Now, if you cannot reach down towards the floor, that's okay. You can stay here. You can even put your hands on your front leg, or you can use a prop on either side. If you can, get your hands underneath your shoulders. Bend the front leg as much as you need to. Keep the front foot active. It doesn't matter if it's pointing or flexing to me. Think about lengthening the spine, so shoot that tailbone away from you. And as you exhale, a soft fold down over that front leg, giving a good amount of attention to the hamstrings on the front leg. Let your head release. Take another breath here. On your next inhale, lengthen the spine. Let's re-bend into that front leg, planting the front foot down. Reach the hands forward, tuck the back toes under, and lift the back knee up. Keep transferring the weight forward, driving the front heel down, and step forward into your fold. Release everything down. On your inhale, come up about halfway, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, fold yourself down. On the next breath, roll the spine all the way up to stand. Big reach. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, hands come all the way down and through. Let's try that again on the other side. So inhale, arms come up. Let's do that side body stretch. So drop one arm down, reach up. Widen your feet. I have my feet narrow, but keep them wide. Shift the hips over. Maybe you can go a little bit deeper this time. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, opposite arm comes down. Shift the hips over. Big reach up, big stretch. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Come all the way back up. Exhale, fold yourself all the way down. Soften the knees as much as you need. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, roll up through the spine. Come all the way up, big reach. And now we're stepping back with the right foot, the opposite foot. I'm just going to turn and face you though. Big wide stance, hands come towards the hips. As we exhale, hinge yourself forward, coming all the way down into that wide leg fold. Remembering all the options from the first side. If you're just joining, you can take your hands onto your thighs or your shins. You can take them down towards the floor. A little wiggle. On your next inhale, come up halfway. Turn the left toes towards the top of the mat. Spin onto the back ball of the foot and place the back knee down. Widening your stance if it feels like it's a little too narrow for you. Drive the feet down into the floor and then take the opposite hand on top as you come up with your hands on your front thigh. Squeezing all the energy in, so inner thighs come towards each other, front and back comes towards each other, then push into the front thigh, lifting the chest up as much as we can. Ooh, I've got a really nice stretch in the front of that hip flexor. Squeeze your glutes. Lengthen it out here. One more breath. Let's get into that back body, those hamstrings. Ardha Hanumanasana, shift your hips back. You can shift the knee back. Walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Shoot the tailbone out as you think long spine. Exhale, fold over that front leg. We're trying to neutralize the hips, the pelvis here, so drag them towards each other. You might even feel a little bit off balance when you do that. And keep pulling everything towards the center. One more breath. Inhale, come up halfway. Rebend into the front leg. Drive the front foot down as you lift the back knee up off the floor. Reach the hands forward and as gently as you can step towards the top of your mat. Fold yourself down, release. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, soft fold down. Inhale, start to roll the spine all the way up. Big reach up overhead. Exhale, hands come down. Let's place them on our heart. Take a soft gaze or close your eyes. Maybe you can feel your heart beating, feel your breath. Feel free to run through that flow a couple more times if you're still craving a stretch. Softly blink your eyes open. And thank you so much. I was inspired with that little flow actually from one of my teachers, Dice. So yeah, I did a class with him this week online, and it had a couple of nice little elements into it. So I wanted to share that all with you. So thanks so much for joining me, everyone. If you want to get these sent to you into your inbox, join my VIP. I'll put the link in my stories. And when you are on my VIP, it's totally free. You can be part of my private Instagram group as well, where you can access all of these little flows and mobility things. So thanks so much. I hope you have a great day.